guys? This is Targan coming at you with
one bad bull.
another episode of Hades. 30 times we have walked through the barrier between the underworld and the rest of the underworld, and 30 times been slain. But this time, it's going to be different, unless it isn't. But first, we have to talk to some people,
Achilles,
because we didn't do all the talking this morning, and it's very important to talk to everybody.
Once belonged to the centaur Chiron,
Hey, Bear.
because one of its aspects is his own. He didn't have it back when you trained with him, did he?
Indeed, this is the one. Hey, and now we get to talk about the bow.
Ah, of course. He granted me a spear, I think you know. If he possessed one such weapon, why not more? I remember his bow shined like the sun. It was splendid and never missed its mark, though I attributed that to Chiron's extraordinary skill.
Well, if I shoot and it always
sure his
hits,
skill did most of the work.
then we'll know that it definitely has homing abilities. But we're going to listen in.
Report, Hypnos. Again.
Oh, well, let's see. I woke up, I don't
Oh,
know.
this is the conversation we had earlier.
I was just getting to it.
Enough.
So, anyway,
Now, Hypnos.
he's lost the list. I don't think I talked to all these other ones. Yeah, I just talked to a couple of them, and then I was like, no, I gotta quit. So I didn't auto-save the Hypnos conversation.
The full extent of what's going on. Are we really so far beyond their influence?
You are enshrouded from them, child, for your own benefit and theirs. They know as much as necessary to assist, and I trust they shall, for as long as you require. They are bound to one another as family, and they know that you require aid. Do not be too prideful to accept.
So here, Nyx is saying, basically, that they're the source of my protection. We're gonna give Dusa a little nectar. She's so...
Oh my, Your Highness, are you really?
She's a sweet little feather dustin
This?
Gorgon.
I really am, Dusa. I hope you enjoy it. Miss Dusa, I ran into hostile gorgons. that
Oh, this is
resembled you out
bad.
there in Asphodel.
He's gonna be like,
Resembled only in
hey.
the vaguest sense. I mean, they lacked your charm or social graces anyway. I just hope you are not related, since I sort of, you know.
That's real delicate. He's like, hey, I hope you're not, family.
Oh, those old things? They're relatives just in the loosest sense. Like, say you had some nasty, almost mindless siblings born entirely from your own blood, something like that. Do you have any idea how hard it was to get a steady job because of them?
So I have your permission to continue hacking down such gorgons with impunity?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thanks for asking, Prince.
Alright, and she's fine with it. That's good
Broker,
news.
What's new, my friend?
So, 10 nectars for an ambrosia. The exchange rate's good, but we can't afford it.
I'll take it.
Because we only have 6, and I'm going to keep on making those sorts of choices. Orpheus wants to talk, though. So before we start playing the game, we have to talk to everybody.
I couldn't bring myself to do exactly as you asked. I sort of mentioned you.
You what? Or what I meant to say was, oh, did you perchance get the impression she yet harbors toward me feelings of resentment and the like?
Yes, definitely, man.
You seem to be a bit of a sore subject, yes. What happened to the two of you, if I may ask?
Oh, it's just, I almost saved her soul from this domain back when I lived and breathed. But in the final moments of my rescue, my faith faltered. She is lost to me forever now, though I'm pleased to hear she isn't lost to you.
I'll have to get to the bottom of this later.
But now this is the one. We're going to go to the mirror and, take another 500 points there. We're going to take 2 more rarity points here. Might as well. So now we're going to get more rare and epic boons.
Feeling good.
It's not going to make me better at the game, but nothing is. So what I want to do this time, we want to take the hero's journey free of preconceptions. So the Stygian blade is what's chosen for us.
Stygius?
And I still think this one's pretty nice, so we'll go with this. With the crit bonus after the special, and maybe I'll actually do the specials more. We'll take the coin purse. It's all the way leveled up, though. I hate to just not be leveling things, so we'll take the horn. Yes, Taka Demeter is good. So, free of preconceptions, except that
clean death.
Demeter's cast is the one that I want to use.
Sometimes I think this mess you call your chambers is one which you've cultivated with great pride. Is that the way of it?
So it's this one. The word of the day is mess. So it's like you just like have little flashbacks of Hades
I
being
take some
critical,
pride in making messes, yes.
and we get a Hephaestus
Tempted to
hammer
make
out of
this
the
sword.
gate. All right, so we'll take this Dash Nova thing.
Power. That's what you
And hopefully we can lean into that because it's going to give us the bonus attack. Stygian Blade's pretty good, but anyway, as I said, free of preconceptions. So we're just going to take things, you know. We're not going to go into it thinking I definitely 100% want to get one specific thing, you know, like I have to get whatever dash or whatnot. We're gonna do what feels right, and hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, not that I was being, you know, terribly smart about things, but maybe I was like thinking too much about certain aspects, and if I just like learned to play the game better, or tried to play the game better, maybe I could, you know. We're gonna give Demeter
Your power
a
and your
nectar
wisdom have been of such help,
because
good Lady Demeter.
I never save up
I'm honored,
anything.
and this is the least I can do in exchange.
I was quite certain that the youth today was lacking any sort of tactfulness, young Zagreus. For once, I'm thankful to be proven wrong.
And here she's totally being like the
I ought to warn you that my foster brother Zeus, he has just a disgusting sense of humor, little sprout. He'd have you think he sired half the countryside. I have to shudder at the very thought.
Alright, so we'll take the Frost Strike because the crystal guides, you know, the prophecy wants us to take it, even though we would have got the cast, you know,
Out of my way.
preconceptions. We have to choose whatever works. Maybe this will be a good one. So far, we have succeeded in dashing frenetically around, but we're getting a pomegranate, and that'll make our principal attack better.
More.
And the one thing that we have, though, is so we have this status effect, which is long-lasting, and we know we're going to do significantly greater damage as soon as we get any other status effect that pings on them. So we can basically be happy with whatever. Here we go. We get another 16% damage. Feels so good. Nothing good in the shop. And we get a little conversation with the worst guy.
And I want that as well. Good thing for you, as I get what I want around here. Ask anybody.
Alright, so special to lightning bolt, cast to chain lightning. Enough damage to where it doesn't matter.
That's what you get.
And there we go. So we get the good crystal beam, an epic one. And this Arctic Blast seems good, but we're going to take the epic one. You know, even if the prophecy wants us to do the one thing, we're going to do this. So if we get another Zoo Spoon, we're going to hopefully get the Jolt, and that's going to stack another status effect on him. It's the additional AoE will be nice if we can stack anything more into it. All right, I got the beams. We're in good shape now for however the run wants to be, but we need a good dash to round out our abilities. But we get a pomegranate on the Thunder Flourish, so good stuff. We could get some health for a little bit of money, so we'll do that. Even though, you know, it may not matter. Yeah, we could have gone to Charon, but we wouldn't have been able to get anything since we took the dimitter thing in order to level it up.
Claiming these.
And we get a Chaos Boon. It's a little late in the underworld, so it might be one that like locks us off of an ability at a bad time. But we'll be able to give Chaos a nectar. They really like that.
Chaos. It's little wonder all existence sprang from you, because I see the noble qualities in so many I've met embodied in you. Please accept this gift.
Man, he's laying it on thick.
If it is unclear yet, son of Hades, I shall not be giving more to you in exchange for your repeated offerings. You give them to me knowing it shall serve no purpose and achieve no end. I know that there are some among both mortals
I don't believe them.
for whom this is quite unacceptable.
It says we're locked, but maybe we just won't give them any more.
Demeter has reached you, hasn't she? She once was full of warmth, you know. But lately, as I understand, she is more prone to taking it away.
So, yeah, cast with more damage is just the best here. Attack for more damage is fine. I mean, broadly good. But, yeah, we'll just do this because the chamber previews don't matter. And more cast damage is always nice, since I lean into that pretty hard. It's what the crystal wants. We have to do as the crystal guides, after all. I wonder what'll be inside. It'll be so sad if we don't get to see Sisyphus. Maybe we don't, because I chose so poorly. But we got a special one there. That one's not a special one, but we get to power up. Let's see, what do we do? Power up the beam damage by 20%. Yes. Which Fury will it be? Electo again. Trash God, harsh.
Try as I might, I still have not forgiven you for beating me last time. Call it a crippling character flaw, I don't know.
Forgiveness can take time, though self-reflection is a healthy step. We're making progress.
Oh, she's not gonna like that.
You think we're making progress? Here? Why, you piece of trash. I'll show you progress.
And right when I finally get a shot, I'm just trying to break my curse of dying right before the end of these Fury fights, because theoretically, we should just be able to laser beam her. I just sat still and let her shoot me? Awesome. And now I will simply be able to end the boss fight without taking any more damage, as is tradition. Nope, I would have died anyway. Well, that's good. Maybe I'll take another hit, you know, just for funsies. I'm so bad. Ridiculous. I don't think we're getting out this time. I think I'm gonna have to learn how to beat Electo before I'll be able to beat Hades. I wouldn't hold your breath. It doesn't seem safe.
Moving on. Let's see here.
All right, yes. Let's see here. What do we want? We'll level up the broken spear point. Patroclus one seems fine. These, no. We don't need to get rid of any of these boons because they're all nice. So we need a cast thing to boost chill. And we need a dash that does some status effect.
Made it to Asphodel.
Hopefully. Because our build now, you know, there are defects.
Inferno bombers.
It's fine. Punchy. It's just, you know, it doesn't do anything particularly synergistic. Of course, since our main attack chills, and if we get the other thing to chill, then we'll likely need to replace it, which, again, not wonderful, but feasible, especially in the middle part of the build. Money or Hermes? We're going to go with definitely Hermes. I've been thinking I should be taking Hermes like way more often than I am. I think his stuff's really good. Because it's all passives, or at least mostly passives. So it's not interrupting the other stuff. Thanatos!
Get this business over with.
Oh, he's being all salty.
Don't be too reckless to outpace me, Zagreus.
I'll be as reckless as I want.
Another gone. Left yourself open. It's over.
Must be the last of them.
One less. Die. Don't waste this chance you have.
He is so much better at this than I am.
You know, cuz my pup never gets
You know,
to
he
lightning
can
lessons
fly,
from me.
and that
Always
makes him
finding
be
out
able
what
to
happens
walk
to
into
his
the
day.
water, and I can't. So 10% to just not take damage is good.
The haste of Hermes.
The other cast one didn't seem that good, so you know, we'll give Thanatos a nectar, and then he'll be annoyed with us again.
Come on, what is this, Zagreus? You think
Yes, I
handing
do.
this to me makes up for everything you've put us through?
I do think it makes up
It's just
for it.
something I found out there that I thought you might like, Than. Don't think anything of it.
You seemed a little winded there, no? Not even close to the surface yet, either.
Thanks for the vote
Rude.
of confidence there, Than.
You're very welcome. Now I'd better get back before Lord Hades catches on to this.
So Demeter Zeus fight or Poseidon Moon. We're gonna go for the fight. Not least because you get 2 things, and that's good. Getting twice as many is great. And also because I welcome any opportunity to take Demeter's side against Zeus. Just like literally any opportunity.
Thoughtful, Zagreus.
Oh, nice. Alright, so Killing Freeze. When all the foes are chill affected, they slow down and decay. So this will be good, you know, once it's a boss fight, or when it's like one little guy left over. So that'll be pretty nice.
I'm not known for being charitable to the insolent.
Had to do it. Let's give him a show.
Alright, so I die. I'm so bad at this game. I should be embarrassed, but I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I just need to only take Athena boons. I think I started playing worse whenever I started taking things from other gods.
Very well. Good show, young man.
Because I have like so many more passives and so many more abilities now, and I'm playing worse than I played like 15 attempts ago. So all of these are not great, but Double Strike is fine because that's not gonna overlap with anything else. And if we get a good Lightning Strike thing, then that'll be nice. So hey, Athena boon, we'll take that one over Zeus and maybe get something nice here. And Death There's Power. What a positive attitude. I'm doing so bad. I only have one more thing. I got like a bunch of abilities that I thought were good. I got the cast thing, and then like I still... This is a sketchy one. We're just going to try to, do the cast to get away. There we go. We've already got rid of the invulnerable guys. That would have been like a theoretically sort of dangerous one. I think we managed to not take any damage so far, somehow. At least in that little subset of it. Surprising.
Goddess Athena.
You arrived sooner than anticipated, cousin, and my estimations seldom are inaccurate. All for the best, of course. Perhaps you're simply faster than I thought.
You say you've had somewhere you get all the moves you want and with the right weapon and lose the bone hunter? Yeah, same. I've been like, this is going to be the best one. We're going to take the dash. The dash is the linchpin of any time I do well, because deflect on the dash with my habits makes, it makes us safe. Like right there, we just, you charge through. Because any other boons, and you would take more damage than just from the water like I did, right? Gems are life, the worst choice. Or not life, yeah. Well, it is life. It's just the darkness first. So it's currency plus life. And then I charged right into his grenade thing. So awesome. Good for me. Yeah, definitely. Charon here.
Onward.
We'll hope to be able to buy a lot, because we have 380 coins at the moment. Which, this is a special vase there? No, it's just cosmetically foolish.
I'll just have a look around.
We need to have 4 more conversations with Charon to learn more, so that's very compelling stuff.
I'll take it.
Poseidon. Alright, so we could get the call, which makes us invulnerable. It just like turns you into a little water thing and you bash around, which is good. Or we could get better rewards. We'll take this one. The call's not rare, so maybe this will be good. Alright, so leveling up dash is useless. Leveling up attack damage by 10% is fine. We'll take it.
I'll pay for that.
And we'll see how this Bone Hydra fight goes. It should be easy, right? It should be. We've got a dash to deflect.
You look positively smashing.
Oh, look, they've got little pink horns and little blue horns too. How nice. It's like a little candy cane, not candy cane, cotton candy Hydra. Very, very cool. I don't know what ability they have. Let's not find out.
I'm empty. I can't.
We're doing alright. We've still got 35 hit points, so if I can just deal with the massive amount of dudes that are around here, we'll be fine. And now they are mostly dealt with, and it's going to be as simple as 1, 2, 7, and we will just do a little laser beam down, run away. Come on, where's my... Oh yeah, that's right. The laser beams don't have the additional time from the tie-ins, so they don't quite do as much as I'm used to. So there's the Hydra kill. Most excellent. Feels good. Hydra vanquished. We still have 1 Death Defiance left. $170 darkness there. Back up to full life.
Still there, are you?
We're going to keep on rolling with the Broken Spear Point. You know, it seems fine. Taking damage is never good, but having, like, a moment of invulnerability for a bit afterward is, I mean, pretty awesome. We are going to spawn a Chaos Gate, because no matter what, you always got to try. The Chaos boons are very, very strong. And if you get the ones that are percentage-based towards one of the things that you're leaning into, then they can make a really big difference.
All right.
They won't have anything to say to us this time. Ooh, money in this one. Excellent. How nice of Chaos to be holding on to the cash. Alright, so... our life total will get reduced by a max, but then we'll have better boons, and the prophecy foretells. So it's not that annoying, and we'll be fine. We'll take a nectar. You almost always take the nectar if you're me, because it's also a pomegranate, a randogranate, but still a granite.
More coming then. That one fully rearmed. That was regenerating.
These guys are pretty obnoxious, but, you know, I should just be more responsible about cleaning them up.
The perfect gift.
And it levels up Divine Dash, which is the worst thing to get a bonus. Alright, so Hermes or Hammer. This actually is really tricky for me, because they're both really good. I think we go with Hammer, though. Yeah, I just think Hammer has the chance to be better for us than the Hermes boon. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I feel like I say this a lot, but that's the brilliance of the game. The right choices are not clear. It's funny sometimes. It's like you get them weakened and they run away a bit, and then you realize only too late. Oh, that there is a couple of annoying butterfly balls that are actually at fault for everything. But you know, if they hang out in front of the traps, then that won't be great for them.
Let's see what I can do with this sword.
Alright, so attack deals 300% damage to armor. Alright, so we could take the Curse Slash. I feel like that's a terrible idea, though, because I'm not good enough for it. The other ones are underwhelming-ish, but the attack to armor is fine. It's not going to help in boss fights, but it will help broadly sometimes. So, pomegranate or money? Ah, it's so hard. We'll take the pomegranate. I love poms. It was going quick for a bit, but now we've got a triple fight. We just need to find a nice place that doesn't have a trap, and then, you know, deal with... Yeah, there were 5 of them here. That would have, definitely could be potentially a little scary. We'll be a lot better equipped to deal with the boss fights, though, because of the Daedalus tie-ins. So, not boss fights, but elite fights. So I guess it's just broadly only good, which some of the other ones, you know, involve some trade-offs or stylistic differences. Because I quite want the knockaway to be happening. Alright, so Chaos Boon levels up, and we'll take the percentage-based increase. Athena or Poseidon, or Trove. Trove gives me money. Money is good.
You leave my troves alone.
And right there, we had a couple with the high armor thing, so we see firsthand how advantageous it can be. And I think we're going to get out of this totally unscathed, yes. So without taking a hit, come on, let me tell the truth. Just one time in life. There we go, without taking a hit. And we'll get 50? Yeah, 48. I mean, that's totally, that's flawless. Plus, we would have got more from the fight in the first place. We'll take the Poseidon boon because we don't have any Poseidon things yet.
My next opponent has arrived in short order.
And I'd rather have Poseidon's call than some of the other ones.
That was another jab about my height.
Oh, he called me short.
I do not jab. All of my strength goes into every strike. Observe.
Alright, cinematic laundry break. I'll be back in a minute. Alright. Let's go, Asterius. You and me and you, fighting. Just like we used to do, before anybody else got involved. Just having a party. Just me absolutely schwammering you with the crystal balls, and you not knowing what hit you. Just like the good old days, buddy. And then he hits me. Now he knows how to hit me. And that was a bigger attack than I thought he was going to get. Yeah. Yeah, I think we absolutely have to have the Athena dash, or I'm going to have to learn to play the game differently, because a lot of what I do, whenever I got away with it, is just deflecting in at, because I'm deflecting, I can come into the attacks or, go through them. Like, right there, if I had been dashing, I would have been fine. So I imperfectly demonstrated the concept, but I promised that, some of it, conceptually, was right there. Like there, whenever I dived right through all of his stuff. Of course, the bad thing is it leads me, where I don't really know how to fight the guys, but as long as I get the crystal...
I respect your strength, short one.
Oh, you don't have to apologize for being quiet. Tell Layla I said hello.
Until such time.
And he is still taking his 20 damage at a time. Because that's what happens when the chill stacks get all the way up. Yes, old Uncle Poseidon. I don't think we've ever given him a nectar, actually, either, so we're going to do that. So we have to give him one, and then Dionysus.
Please, this is for you.
Oh, I am positively moved by your affection, little nephew. Though I think I've just the thing for you in turn. Here, I shall transfer it to you.
So... yeah, we're going to take the Epic Call, even though, it wants us to do this. I just don't think that's good enough for this build. It's not what I want, I don't see how my attack and special being stronger for 10 seconds is going to help me. I do see how it would help me fulfill the prophecy, but with an Epic God Call to take, that's what we'll do. And we have a Hermes door next, which is excellent. So what we're hoping, so there are 4 archers in here. We just need to stay behind this line of sight blocking wall until we can clear a couple of them. Because you definitely don't want to be taking a bunch of shots of these guys. They hit really hard. And I have 3 more HP, which is not great. But if I can just get through and talk to Patroclus, then we should be able to get our Death Defiance back. If we meet him this time. I don't know if you can meet him and the Minotaur in the same run.
One's regenerating.
Oh, I got shot.
Not yet.
I guess the crystal didn't finish him off. It did not. I think that was another situation where I sort of weakened them and then they died to a trap. So instead of having a little bit of health, they got a lot. But another Hermes boon. And yeah, so faster movement, good. 1% God gauge every second. I would call that very good. It should let you use the thing significantly more often. I mean, 1% a second. That's just real solid. So we'll take our pomegranate here. I really wish we could run into Patroclus and get our charges back, but, you know, maybe it's not going to work out.
Gods grant me strength.
And we get so it would be more damage is the only thing we'd get here. But that's a lot of damage, and this is just 5 damage. 5% damage. So we'll level up Poseidon's Aid, why not? And then get our Athena thing here. So what we're hoping for is really the health regeneration. But barring that, what we're hoping for is the ability to get another charge of Death Defiance back, just you know, to try to get further. Not that this hasn't been an awesome run, but it's not currently looking like we're going to get out since I have 33 hit points. But we've dodged some of my least favorite enemies so far, the little chariot dudes that explode, and the big chariot dudes that don't explode. But we are down to 50 HP. Yeah, so you get a surfboard around and just like bash them into walls and stuff, which is great, you know. It's a good call, and it makes you invulnerable while it's happening. And okay. Heroic. I've seen a legendary one, which is probably above heroic, but I've never seen a heroic one ever. But this is just changing my crystal beam cast into this. So maybe it's just heroic is the level above epic, and if you switch over, then you upgrade the boon in rarity. But anyway, we're going to get a lot more damage from deflect. Yes. We're going to go to Charon because pomegranate's just one thing, but Charon could have anything. He could have even have a pomegranate. Yes, there we go. Can we buy all of these? We can't buy all of these. We will buy the boon first. There we go. Okay, so here we could get the best level of Tidal Dash. But here we could get more damage for knockaways, which... Or here we could fulfill the promise of... Yeah, we'll fulfill the promise of the prophecy. Why not?
Should come in useful. Delicious.
And 5% damage, 70 more on when we're doing the call. I mean, yeah, why not? None of these are great. But it's time to have the final fight. So basically, I have 47 hit points and no things of the call left. So, will we die? Again?
I'm back.
And where do you think you're going, fiend? Thought you might scoot right past Asterius and myself without a fight?
No, on quite the contrary. I've been under no impression that avoiding conflict is an option here. So say your piece and let's get on with it.
You, hell's spawn, shall not traverse that gate behind me whilst my compatriot and I equivalently live and breathe. Prepare for death.
It must have been so much fun to write his dialogue, to be like pompous, but constantly remembering that they are in fact quite dead. Good news, I'm down to 16 health already. I don't think this is gonna work, fellas.
So, monster, you think you have the wherewithal to achieve victory?
No?
Ready yourself.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. I'm just a surfboard boy. No, don't block surfboard. Bash, bash, bash. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, new favorite thing. It may not be as good as Ares, but it's more fun. Ah, all right. Well, he threw a spear at me and I died.
Only you could hear the roaring crowd.
You know,
God, that no good loudmouth Theseus.
it could have worked. I could have gotten out. Didn't.
Look, I have to say, I just don't think you have a real chance against both Theseus and the Minotaur together.
Good vote of confidence there.
You might just have a chance to get the Minotaur's autograph from me if maybe you ask nice or something.
No. Medusa, I wanted to cordially invite you to an outing in the lounge. Remember when you asked me about a drink?
Oh, really? What, you mean right now? I guess I'm overdue to take
Poor flustered Dusa. But I guess we're having a drink cutscene. Time passes.
And, well, since I don't exactly fit the mold of your traditional Gorgon, I mean, I have no body, for example. Trouble finding work. That is until Lord Hades took me in, and then I met you, and, well, I just love this job.
Oh, I can definitely relate to at least some of that.
Thanks, Your Highness. Prince Zagreus.
Bye for now.
Be on your way, Zagreus. I have an audience with Lord Hades in a moment. An inquiry into my recent absences.
What are you worried about, Than? You've never given him a reason not to trust you.
Except this thing.
Recently, I'm not so sure. Whatever you're doing, it had better be worth it.
You're my good boy, yes you are.
Little pet for Cerberus.
Oh, for shame, boy. I thought perhaps
Aww.
you made it out.
And the old man just talking trash again.
Oh, wait. You're not serious.
That famous sense of humor shining through.
I jest, of course. You'll never make it out. As I keep
It's
telling
true.
you to
I
know
never
so.
will. I'm no good at this
Well,
game.
you've gone farther than expected. So who knows?
What's new?
Well, how was it up there, Zagreus? Within Elysium? You'll have to tell us all about it every time the greatest strike you down.
You know,
You've never been
she's
there,
really
have
not very nice about
you?
it.
It's lush, is that a word? Feels closer to the surface. Closer to the sky.
How poetic. You could have visited his
You know,
private responsibilities.
she's got a style to
Instead,
her,
you
no doubt of that.
trespass, incurring wrath of fallen champions in service of your father.
Yeah.
But on the upside,
how am I looking?
You know, we're just going to do my favorite thing, which is increase the chance for the boons to be epic. God of the Sea, we've got a few more to do. You know, we're pretty close to getting several of them. God of War and Goddess of Love will finish up soon. And Seasons, so nice. What weapon will be chosen for me this time?
Skelly.
Yeah. Bear, you say you're in a committed relationship with one half of these characters, you know, traditional Greek methods.
For Rotha, you were once father's spear. What's that one do?
So we only have to clear one more to rank Demeter's up to the very top. It's also 5 minutes to midnight. You know what? We're gonna rank it up, and then that's just who we are as a person. We're gonna start this run, and maybe I won't be able to finish it. Probably I won't be able to finish it, but it doesn't matter. We'll be able to give Demeter a nectar.
I am forever in your debt for the affection that you've shown to me.
And that'll make her like me better. She can be bribed.
The everlasting winter means that nectar's been in rather short supply. That you would think of me for such an offering is duly noted, then.
Indeed, there will always be tomorrow.
Nonsense that the mortals say to one another of our family, Zagreus. How viciously the rumors spread, whether from that oaf Zeus, or likely from the mortal drunkard poets with no better use of their limited time.
Bear, you ask if I'll be Minecrafting tomorrow morning or Hadesing. I think Hadesing. I'm very strongly compelled to keep playing this game. Alright, so... Attack being stronger and inflicting chill, all this is fine, but we're just going to Crystal Beam it, even though it's not epic, because Crystal Beam is just really good. And I honestly think... Alright, yeah, so Frostbitten Horn ranks up. We got a Chaos Gate at the very start, and we already have an improved cast. So this is the most promising of all starts. Oh, when they said they wouldn't accept any more nectar, they literally meant they wouldn't take any more, not just that they wouldn't be bribed. Alright, so life total reduced by 34 and 61% cast, or... So all of these are good, but I think 61% damage on cast is just so good that it's pretty clearly a right choice. We'll go for Artie Boone first over Pomegranate. Yeah, because the Pomegranate would be better if we had more choices. Although we know that increasing the casting is good.
Time to collect.
And we'll be able to give Artemis a nectar just like I always want to do.
Lady Artemis.
I hope you will accept this from me, and see that my gratitude for all you have done for me is genuine.
At least Zagreus knows you're treading on thin ice when you try to give Artemis stuff when you're a dude.
What do you know? Another gift of nectar. That's quite.
Oh, she's all flowery. I love her so
Normally
much.
don't care much for the stuff, but every now and then, I mean, why not? So even Demeter's become involved in this. Didn't think she would, though you'll be glad she did. Provided you stay on her warm and fuzzy side, of course. Working on that myself.
Alright, so 2% for any crit damage. We'll take this, because the attack for the crit is fine, but the dream is to get something else on it. And this is just going to be broadly good. And as it levels up, it'll be even more crit. And we get a dumb treasure room, nothing worse than the little treasure stones. They literally don't do anything. These crystals, like, you get the sense that they are, like, incredibly intimidated by how good my crystals are.
Colorful.
We'll get a nectar. Getting nectar is the best. Alright, I need to not be standing there.
My boon from chaos is transformed.
And it levels up the crystal beam. And hey, a Sisyphus. My guy.
Why, look who's here, Baldy.
Oh, he won't take any more nectar. We have nectared him up all the way.
I've always wondered, what were you like back when you were alive? Were you always this wise?
Might surprise you, Highness. I have a bit of royalty in me myself. Not on your level, mind, but I was very much a king. Though, I'll be honest, I wasn't much of a good man.
Huh. I thought I sensed the royalty in you. Although I can't imagine you as anything besides the gentleman I know you for, my friend.
Well, that is awful kind of you to say. Though I would like to think my punishment here wasn't without warrant. At least I've had a lot of time to think it through. Makes sense to me.
Veiled in darkness.
But we'll get a Poseidon boon here. Oh, and he asked the boulder if he thought I would win. I'm not gonna win. I'm never gonna win, Sisyphus. Me and you, we're gonna be the same. Rolling up that hill forever.
Yeah, that thing.
Say, word has reached me that you squared against one known as Theseus, now champion there in Elysium. He was a handful even when he lived. So much so that my honored brother Zeus, he took to calling him my son. Can you believe the nerve?
So, attack that also goes to knockback. Yes, absolutely. Because there's lots of tie-ins with the passives for the knockback that are incredibly excellent. They're like, you know, more damage on the knockback, that, all sorts of things. But most importantly, it just, you get a lot of crowd control, and knockback is a great ability on your base attack. It's like native on the shield, I think. I sacrificed it to a Daedalus boon in an earlier run with my shield, and I regretted it. The prophecy told me to, but what did it know? Alright, so money or Charon. Hey, we got a trove trial. That's good.
Security.
Because I didn't have enough money to go to Charon, but now I will.
Damnable fools.
Mine.
But I think at this point, yeah, it's smarter to just take the money. Because we'd only be able to afford one thing from Charon anyway, and then we wouldn't have money, so you gotta get more money.
All clear. Anything I need? Looks clear.
Alright, I have to drink from the fountain, that's right. They mandate it. And we'll take the money over the Centaur Heart, because of course we will. Greed overall. I mean, not overall. I think jumping into traps is much more important than greed in the grand scheme of things. So jumping into traps and then greed. I really like Poseidon's boons, almost all of them. But the knockback and the crowd control and stuff. Like, I've had a couple amazing runs with just Poseidon's dash being basically everything I did.
Pleasure doing business.
Speaking of Poseidon's dash, slamming foes into barriers creates a watery blast in the area. This is going to be awesome. Because our auto attack already pushes them. So this is like the great synergy. And we'll take more attack damage because, well, 1% whole crit. No, we'll take more attack damage. This run's got real potential. Basically just on the back of, you know, the start. Murder, murder, murder! Ah, Tizzy, my girl, my girl.
We're not getting through to one another, are we? I'm sorry that it has to be this way.
Allegedly. Alright, 21 HP. All I have to do is make her sit in these laser beams for a bit, which she wants to do. I'll just tell her a murderer is in the middle of the laser beams, and of course, I'll get hit and then kill her immediately afterward without taking any more damage, as is tradition. Well, you know, fortunately I'm super bad at the game.
No murder.
Ridiculous.
Well, Father, I'm trespassing through your secret hall and going up. My keepsakes.
Alright, what keepsake to go to? Let's go try to get another... No, let's try to get an Aphrodite one. Why not? Use the fountain. Right.
Nowhere to go but up. Asphodel.
So Daedalus Hammer, you know, there's a lot of decent ones. We're really just hoping for increased range and extra damage when they're far away, because that's the best one. Alright, I hate that. Dash with negative range just sounds terrible. My attack hits 3 times the spread power. That seems bad too.
Just right.
Oh, actually, never mind. I retract it. I think it's gonna be good. It's like all over the place. I thought it was gonna restrict it somewhat, I guess. Now it's gonna be like Knockback City. Does it weaken the attacks? Maybe. You know, I think it'll still be roughly good.
Aphrodite said she's running just a little late, cuz, though I'm sure you understand. Besides, I'm here, in spirit anyhow.
Interesting. I wore the thing to make her show up, and she's not showing up. But we'll get faster movement, and that should be good. We'll go to Charon, and that should be good too. Is there a trove in here? It's a big room. Nope.
On to the next one.
I was hoping to run to Eurydice this time, but it looks like we might not see her. So, Urge to Kill, nothing but greatness when you get raw damage boost for nothing. You know, 13% on everything is just great. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Getting started, huh? Place is crawling with these.
Well, that went quick.
Look what I found.
Hey, Aphrodite. Give me some lovin'.
Why, you have my eternal rose, don't you? I am so very touched that you'd think first of me among my mighty kin. It pleases me to know I'm in your thoughts.
I don't know if she's being clever, because she wasn't my first choice here. Alright. Special does more damage and inflicts weak. I don't really like the special on this, but maybe if I have a reason to do it, like that it does a ton more damage. I stood in the water again. I gotta quit doing that. The good thing about these attacks is there's such a massive amount of area that it deals with almost all projectiles as long as I'm still swinging at them. In the shop, what do we get? All right, Death Defiance. Nope, I can't afford it. 50% more damage on cast. I mean, probably unnecessary. And Eurydice.
Majesty.
And we're gonna give her a gift because she's my girl.
Thanks, Your Majesty. Though you're not gonna get in trouble bringing me this stuff, are you?
I won't.
No, I don't think I can get into more trouble at the moment. May this make your dishes that much more delectable.
We have to talk to her 6 more times.
Hey there, hun. So what do you think? Pretty good tune, right? Don't know how come everybody doesn't sing. Lightens the mood, passes the time. What's not to like?
It's a beautiful song. Even though you're angry with him, Orpheus, I mean, you're always singing still.
Oh, it's not Orpheus' song. You kidding me? This one's all mine. He always did like going on about how I'm his muse. Well, that's because I wrote half his songs for him. Bet he didn't mention that, did he?
Well, not exactly in those words, but Orpheus can be a little hard to pass.
He can be a little hard to tolerate. A quality I hope isn't going to rub off on any of his mates. I should get back to practicing. See ya.
You know, Eurydice here reminds me of some people I've known. So we'll take this plus what level? No, we'll 2 random boons to another rarity. Let's roll the dice.
Good choice.
And we get greater haste, so 10% greater speed, so that's awesome. And more damage there, so I think, yeah, it's actually, I'm sort of distractingly fast now. So I don't know how well I'm going to do with it. Alright, if I could get 2 things, then I would be able to afford the pomegranate and the food. But I think we're going to just buy the food and hope to get through this.
Fine day or night to you as well, Charon.
And it's time for learn the Hydra of Lerna again.
You touch me, and I shall have your head.
And we're going to threaten it as if it hasn't done this song and dance plenty of times before. Alright, 33 hit points. Just don't get hit. How hard can it be to not get hit by things that can't even move? Alright, 26 hit points. Anybody cannot get hit for 19 hit points. Alright. There we go. I knew I could do it.
Done bashing heads for now.
And I guess we'll see. Are there any boons that we need to tie in? We'll I would love to get the Athena dash, but I don't want to force it. We'll just take the Patroclus Spear Point, and maybe we'll run into Patroclus. But this will, yeah, we'll have to end here, and I have to go to bed. But maybe return at probably like 9 in the morning tomorrow or so. More Hades. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night, Bear. Thanks for hanging out, and hope you've enjoyed. And maybe this run will be the run. Maybe. We've got a couple totally undiscovered things that we need to learn about, so that'll be fun. But we'll have plenty of time to learn in the future. So, good night, everybody. Oh, you can give up? That's ridiculous. Why would anybody give up when you can simply die? But anyway, unimportant. See you guys.